Welcome back, friends. It is time for our weekly Survivor recap. It is season 49, and we are chugging right along episode 8, Hot Grim Reaper. Real quick recap. Merge happened last week, and we saw, unfortunately, Nate go home. He became the first jury member.
Yep.
Okay. We'll revisit with him later in the episode. But everyone remaining is basically now part of one tribe, the Luwatu tribe. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly.
Sounds good, right to me.
Luwatu tribe. It's the merge. However, alliances, of course, are still being formed behind the scenes between certain people, and the backstabbing it's getting real.
The players are playing finally.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Finally. Halfway through the season, we're getting there.
And it just reminded me how much I hate this conflict and confrontation and this cattiness. But now I'm like, okay, well, that's good. You know? So anyways, all right. So speaking of alliances, Rizzo wants to, join forces with Sage and Jawan, but Sage and Jawan also have people that they want to work with as well.
Sage and Jawan are like, I don't care about my old Uli tribe. I want Rizzo and Savannah gone next.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's...
Things are getting dicey.
Yeah, and I mean, that plays into later on in the episode, too.
Yes.
So.
All right, so it is day 15, okay? And Christina, it kind of opens the episode, Christina finding an immunity idol in the rainforest while just casually searching with Alex and Steven. And interestingly enough, Christina then promises Steven and Alex that, if she doesn't use the immunity idol on herself, she'll use it for them.
But is she being truthful?
I don't know. But I also didn't know you could use your immunity idol for other people.
Yeah, you could give your immunity idol away if you wanted to, or use it on somebody else. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So that happened. And then this week's episode starts off by, spelling trouble for Savannah.
Yeah, and I mean, she's kind of been in the highlight like that for these last few weeks anyways. People are like, she rubs me the wrong way. She feels like she's kind of pushy and everything. And Savannah kind of opens up to us this episode, and it made my heart feel for her a little bit.
It made my heart feel for her for that much. That much time. Sorry, Savannah. But basically, yeah, like Jawan wanted Savannah out, then Sage and Soph were saying they're not, tied to Savannah in any way. And then Savannah herself admits, I'm in self-preservation mode right now. She is trying to mend any fences that might have gotten knocked down with other people. She's doing damage control.
Right. I was surprised she only told Steven this story, though.
I was too, but I think Steven's the most approachable one.
I would agree.
And kind of like, he just reminds me of kind of like a teddy bear.
He's kind of neutral ground amongst everybody, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see how that could play out the rest of the season, Steven knowing this information, because that's the only person, like you said, Savannah told about her, letting her guard down. Letting her guard down.
That is true.
And then, of course, because she's doing damage control, Savannah kind of feels on the outs with everyone, kind of like the loser of the group, if you will. But, then we get to our immunity challenge.
Yes. And this is kind of, I would almost call this a classic. I feel like they do it quite often. So this time, the team members, they're broken into two tribes, teams again.
Colors.
We have blue and yellow. So between the two, they have to balance and hold themselves up between two walls with footholds that decrease in size as they work their way down. And then they're in the two random groups of 5. If you drop, you're out. And there's a few fun things to go along with this one. So whoever lasts the longest, their tribe is safe and doesn't have to go to immunity to tribal. Words are hard today.
It's okay. Hey, you're surviving.
I'm surviving.
That's what this is all about. We're surviving here.
Then the second team has to go to tribal, and they don't have immunity.
Yes.
But there's also a few other things. Whoever's last, standing all together the longest, gets an advantage. And you're playing for reward. Do-it-yourself sandwiches.
Do-it-yourself deli sandwiches, okay? So we've got the blue group, which consists of MC, Sage, Rizzo, Jawan, and Sophie with an I-E, okay? From that group, Rizzo, first to go. He really didn't give it too much.
I mean, everybody made it through the first round, and then after that, they started to drop like flies.
Yeah, okay. Charlie, you want to take over the yellow group?
And then for yellow, we have Steven, Christina, Soph, Alex, and Savannah. Christina is unfortunately the first one to fall for this side, but you know what? She's got the idol, so she probably feels pretty safe.
Yeah,
but
she's good. She's like, I got immunity. I don't have to do this.
So everybody drops like flies. Once Rizzo starts dropping, everybody just boom, 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 boom. It comes down to Sophie versus Savannah.
Oh, gosh, I like this.
Right? And Savannah's kind of, Jeff's talking, blah, blah, blah. Savannah's kind of like, I'm doing good, Jeff, but, feeling good about it. Sophie's annoyed.
Sophie is annoyed. She's just like, stop talking. Let me, you could tell she's trying to, zen herself. And this is how they were kind of holding themselves, up. I just think about the muscle exhaustion
I
there.
was thinking about how it's probably tearing your feet up. Those
Oh my
little
gosh, I know.
slivers.
Can't
like-
even.
yeah.
So, 23 plus minutes of Sophie and Savannah holding themselves up with the little tiny footsteps, okay? Unfortunately, Sophie drops before Savannah, and that means Savannah, who was really struggling at the beginning of this episode, she wins. And not only that, the yellow group wins immunity.
Yep. And we'll find out later on Savannah's secret advantage.
Yes,
Well, not
her
even really
secret-
too much of a secret. But
Yeah.
anyways, we go back to, the blue tribe has to go back to the old Uli Beach.
Yeah.
They don't get to go back with the rest of the tribe. So while they're there, everybody's kind of like, Sophie especially is like, we should vote Rizzo.
Yeah.
Put your votes on Rizzo. Don't tell him I'm the vote, but we don't want him to use his idol. We want to flush his idol.
Yeah, exactly.
But then Jawan, he's kind of talking with Sage and Rizzo about voting Sophie off because she's a strong player, like a strong competitor.
Yes.
Which I think is smart.
Yeah,
You know?
I did too.
Right. But then Sophie tells MC, I'm going to put a vote on Jawan just in case Rizzo uses his idol. It's not just me going home if
Yeah.
they vote for me.
Yeah.
Well, you know, MC doesn't keep her mouth shut, and she goes and tells Jawan,
Yeah.
which just causes a whole bunch of everybody going everywhere, and it was a lot.
It is a messy family tree we got
Yes.
going on here, a survivor tree, if you will. But yeah, so basically it started with everyone vote Rizzo, then Sophie was going to play it like herself, but then it's Jawan now. So yeah, basically everyone on the yellow group has money on Sophie getting voted off the island. But here's the catch. You mentioned it just a few seconds ago. Savannah's reward, okay? Savannah with the blue group, she actually gets to go to tribal council to cast a vote, or she can save it for a future tribal council, okay? Basically, Savannah is seeking revenge.
Which, I mean, understandable. They've kind of been after her, so...
Yeah,
There you
and I
go.
think I said that wrong. She's going to go to the blue tribe's tribal council, not
Yeah.
yellow. Excuse me. So she's seeking revenge on the blue group. Okay, so then we get to tribal council for the blue group. Nate, has shaved his face and looks very nice.
I don't know. I liked his facial hair better. When
Did
he
you?
walked in and he's clean shaven, I was like,
Who are you?
what?
What have you done with Nate? So Savannah does end up going to tribal council with them. Sophie calls out herself and MC for being, quote, me or her going home. It's like Sophie's like, okay, it's either me or MC going home. So like,
Right.
what's the deal, people?
Yeah, and which was kind of interesting that she kind of gave up going after Rizzo, too. But then we get towards the end. Jeff's like, are we ready to vote? And then Jawan's like, hold up.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Well, MC and him first speak,
MC
and then
that's right.
Jawan kind of goes down the line. So they're all having these small conversations. Sophie is completely left out of this. She's like, okay, well, I know what's going on. But then Jawan was like, well, Sophie, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
We'll never know what was really decided.
Yeah, it was
anything.
interesting.
It was, definitely interesting. So here's the thing. Everyone goes up to cast their vote. Savannah takes the paper and she goes, psych, I'm saving it. So not only did she mentally mess with everyone by just attending and acting like she was going to vote, she still saved
Right.
that vote, which
Well,
honestly,
Right, and
props to you.
they don't know that she has that extra vote in the future, too. So, good for her.
Yeah.
It sadly does come down, though, 4-1. MC goes home. Sophie had the other vote. Now MC is our second
jury member.
member.
We'll be back next week with another Survivor review.